Hey everybody, it's Pixie People here, and I thought this one would be pretty funny. I'm kidding, I thought this one would be pretty cool. So I'm gonna try doing it. This obviously is an idea from someone else because nothing is original anymore. Anyways, let's get right into it. So, we begin our story as Deku's going to the quirk office. And, Deku's quirk activates and he teleports to the floor of the car and is dropped right in front of the hospital. So, Inko freaks out and tries to go to the tries to go to the police station, but luckily for Inko, the police station is right next to the hospital, and she saw her baby boy just sitting there waiting for his mom. Then they just went in like nothing happened. Then then Inko immediately just tells him he has a quirk, and they look, and he does have one. No toe thing this time. All right, Deku, Terry. Um, well, we'll just skip a couple years. And Deku doesn't get bullied, but he definitely is not friends with Bakugo anymore. They're not good friends anymore. They weren't really friends to begin with. To be honest, it was probably just memory. Anyways, Deku, Shanks, a watermelon eats it because I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. Anyways, Deku decides to go to UA, obviously. Bakugo's not gonna stop him, he doesn't care. Alright, training arc begins, training arc ends. Okay, so Deku gets there. This time he's in a black jumpsuit that's a bit more poofy. And Deku's a bit more jacked, so aces the test. Yeah, he's not really talking to anyone. He's being real quiet. Goes to the zone, is about to go head up into the thing, until Ida steps up to him, puts his hand on his shoulder. Deku turns around with a cold expression, makes a portal on Ida, and drops him all the way in the back. And then goes to the front. And then Deku just teleports over the gate and runs in, and it just starts making portals between uh between robots, which just makes them be cut in half and explode. Then he just keeps doing that and doing that till the gates opens. Deku was doing it really quickly. Deku already got some tiny amount of points. Doesn't mean he's stopping. He's still going. Till he feels like he had a good amount. He actually does. He doesn't want to be first. He just wants to pass. Deku sits on a bench as until he hears a person screaming for help. So he gets up and goes to walk over. It's a waddle, if you're wondering. Then he stands over Ochako, as wondering, can't she just get up? Yeah, he actually squats down to ask if she can just get up. She says that her ankle is twisted and she can't get up. So Deku just makes a portal under her with the rubble that makes her fall through multiple portals before Deku grabs her. I'm kidding. He grabs her by the first portal, puts her on his shoulders, and then the zero pointer shows up, and Deku just snaps its head up. The force is it makes two big portals, and then makes the zero pointer just go through it 1,000 times. Exactly 1,000 times. He was counting. Then he lets go the bottom one, and then it just explodes. And then Deku just walks to recover a girl and puts Inko down. Oh, Chaco down. I don't know why I keep saying Inko. But he sits with her this time. Doesn't leave or anything. He just sits there. Waits. Then she asks for his number. Just in case they want to hang out sometime. Which, Deku having a phone. Says, yeah, sure. Then Deku just heads out. And a couple weeks later, gets this letter. Says he got 15th, a 10th, which is passable, I'm assuming. Never mind, he got, yeah, no, I think Eagle got 10th. No, he got third place, third place. Final answer, he got third place. Forgot to mention Deku and Inko have been hanging out those past weeks. They're excited to get into a. Luckily, Deku calls Inko, telling her that he got in. She was at the grocery store, and she was excited for Deku. Which Deku was the exact same excitement, just a bit more cool. Then Iko calls, Ochako calls him, and then she tells him that he got it. She got in, which Deku congratulates her, of course. Then she asks if he got in, and he says yeah. And she's wondering why he isn't so excited, but he says he is excited. Why do people always tell me this, that I'm not excited, but I'm really excited? Hmm. Then, Deku. Deku. Well, puts on a suit a couple weeks later and goes to UA. Ochako and him meet up and enter, with Ida then showing up to tell Deku that it was impressive that he could tell that there were hero points as well. So he commends him and tells him that he's a far better hero than he is. But Deku doesn't care. Sorry. Obviously, Zara shows up, tells him to zip it. Then they go out on the field. Obviously, Ochako looks at Deku after she's raising her hand, just puts her right back down. Why? Is because Deku was like, yeah, no, no. They get outside. Deku just cheats the whole way. Cheats, quote unquote, by just teleporting or breaking it. Obviously, basically, the only thing he didn't win was the vice grip baseball test. He just kept, he did the ball thing where it was, like, sped up. Then he made a second portal high up in the sky and, like, tilted it slightly. Like, actually, heavily. Then shot forward and very close to space, but not. So it was in the atmosphere for a bit, so it floated a bit, and shot right back down. And then Deku got. Since I'm American, uh, 50,000 kilometers. I have no idea how far that is, but it was far. So, Deku gets back to his, Deku gets back to, well, gets first place for that. Second place, actually, because Ochako. But overall, third place. Obviously, Baku was a bit more chilled out because not a single person is letting him tell them that their quirk is weak because their quirk is buffed compared to the other ones. Especially that one guy who just had a Pinocchio nose. Bro, who was he laughing at? I bet he was laughing at himself, ugly ass. That's what I'm talking about. Deku kills him. I'm kidding. But that's it. Let's, you know what? Crazy enough, we're going to the USJ. Let's go. I feel like I can do this real fast. So, later that week, Deku gets his hero costume. I don't really know what it looks like yet, but we'll see, we'll see. Then Deku starts sprinting. I don't know, but Deku starts sprinting. Then he gets to UA, and then they go on the bus. Not a lot of talking happens. Bakugo says his quirk is the strongest, but people argue that it's Todoroki. Ochako makes her fair argument that Izuku's quirk is actually the strongest and the most versatile. Because, you know, teleporting. After that, Yuku. Okay. But, they get there, get out. But before Korogiri can teleport up there, Deku catches his portal and makes a bigger one, actually. So all the villains that walk through that portal come out, but Deku closes it after a couple closes it, not killing anyone, only escaping, with only Shigaraki, the Nomu, and Korogiri come out. And then they realize that none of their fodder is here. But Shigaraki thinks it's fine. They got the Nomu. So Korogiri shows up to teleport everyone. But Deku just teleports Korogiri right back where he started, which surprises Korogiri that there's another teleport user. And now Deku just teleports every single other person out except himself. Because he can't really do it by. Oh, I forgot to mention his downfall. He can teleport himself. He can. If he does, it will just, the portal will spit him right back out. He won't go through the portal and make another one. He could train it up and fix it, but right now he can't. So now Korgiri's in a battle with Deku for teleportation. Then Shigaraki gets frustrated, tells the Nomu to attack, but Deku teleports the Nomu into space. I'm not kidding. That portal leads to space, which took almost everything out of Deku. So, Yano was just floating in the space, frozen over, and then he just slowly turns into atoms and disappears from existence. Yeah, he did that. So they just retreat. Squargear and Shigaraki see this as just not important. Well, that's where I'm gonna leave things right now. Let's hope that cough didn't ruin it. See y'all. Bye bye.